Hey guys, it's Miharu. When it comes to potential returning characters for the next Spyro game, one of the most highly requested has been Cynder. Making her debut in the Legend of Spyro series, and later appearing in Skylanders, Cynder won many fans over with her story, design, and personality, not to mention her super cool moveset in Dawn of the Dragon. So it's no surprise that people want to see her come back. But now that the classic series is starting anew, how exactly could that work? Obviously, we have no idea what the plot of Spyro 4 will be, so whether or not her backstory is similar is completely based on what ends up happening with that. And rather than talk about how I personally would write the next game or her character, I'm going to focus on how she could be implemented gameplay-wise. Now, the go-to solution is to have her essentially be the Coco to Spyro's Crash. Same moves, maybe just tweaked a bit to show the difference between the two character styles. Maybe she could have Lightning Breath as her default, as was depicted in the Skylander series. But as nice as that may sound to some, having the option to play through the entire game as Cynder, I just don't know if that's the way to go. The fact is, this isn't Crash. Spyro should be able to carry most of, if not the entire adventure on his own. I'm not saying the next game should abandon the concept of multiple playable characters completely, cause trust me, there are some I think would work very well, but a majority of the gameplay should be spent with Spyro himself. On the other hand, if Cynder were to be playable only at certain points, there's an even greater chance of her having unique abilities. Out of all the powers she had in Dawn of the Dragon, I think Wind and Shadow would be the most beneficial. Wind would be useful for quickly dealing with groups of smaller enemies, but useless against armored enemies that would be weighed down, whereas Shadow could be used in stealth sections to blend into the walls and get around baddies who can't be killed, a breath that shrouds the area around you in darkness for a short time, or a Shadow Strike that could be helpful in combat. And on that note, maybe she could have her own power-up gates as well, a more powerful version of whatever her default breath is, with another being only temporary. And you know that green acid bomb ability that Spyro used in his fight against Ripto? Well, another one of Cynder's elements was poison, so if they bring that back, might as well give it to her, either as a power-up or main attack. A few days ago, I proposed the idea of Spyro 4 having a day-night cycle and a level or levels similar to that of Fungi Forest from Donkey Kong 64, where the environment and enemies would change based on the time of day. And though it wasn't my intention, I just realized how cool a concept it would be if Cynder were worked into it. Imagine, if you will, adaptive difficulty based on which character you're playing at which time. Spyro, being the light, would be stronger during the day, and Cynder, with her dark powers, stronger at night. Obviously, it would be completely up to the player whether or not to switch them out, because unlike DK64, I don't think there should be a ton of character-based backtracking. But either way, it's a fun idea and something I think could work well. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. What are your thoughts on how Cynder could be implemented into the next Spyro game? Leave a comment below and let me know. As always, don't forget to subscribe for more casual gaming content, and I will see you next time. Until then, this is Miharu, signing off.